Hey everyone, this is Coach Mark. Hope you guys are doing well. Well, depending on when you watch this video, for me, yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, right? So, Martin Luther King said a lot of great things and did a lot of great things, but the one quote that he said that really sticks with me is faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole entire staircase, right? That's exactly what faith is. And I've talked about faith many of times on here, how the people that always are talking about they have so much faith usually aren't the people that have faith, because you can tell how much faith someone has by the amount of action that they take. Because if you really have a lot of faith, really a lot of belief, then you will take action. You're not one of those people that are going to sit there on the sidelines. So I started to ask myself, why don't people take action? Why don't people have any belief in what it is that they're doing and in themselves and whatnot? And what I came up with is the cause that I believe is the root of all unhappiness. Or let me say this: 99% of unhappiness in this world, right? People always love to talk about money is the root of all evil. I'm talking about the root of almost all unhappiness. And the root of all unhappiness, in my opinion, is low self-esteem, low confidence. Just think about it for a second, right? Almost all unhappiness is really through, if you really look at it and break it all the way down, it comes from low self-confidence, low self-esteem. Because people that are going to a job every single day that aren't doing what it is that they want to do, it's because they don't have the confidence that they could be successful in whatever it is that they want to do, right? I look at so many people that are married or that are in relationships that are very unhappy, right? Either they got with someone that they really didn't like, and the reason being was because maybe they thought that that was the only person that loved them, or they got with someone and realized that they really don't care for this person, that they really don't like, and they're afraid to leave and just take a chance at finding somebody else that can help them to be happier or make them happy, or that they would actually be happy with, but they're afraid to leave because they don't have the confidence that they'll be able to find somebody else, right? People, like I said earlier before, people that are afraid to jump out and do whatever it is that they want to do. A lot of people that I meet have these really, really great ideas, and they come up with all kinds of reasons as to why they can't do it, as to why now isn't the right time. And it all boils down, I don't care what it is. You could say people procrastinate. That's not really it. Because I tell you what, if I told you right now, if you were to go outside and walk down the street, there's $1 million, you wouldn't procrastinate. We only procrastinate about the things that we want to procrastinate about, right? But anything that we're like absolutely sure about, absolutely sure that we're going to get or that we're going to be successful at, we're not going to procrastinate on those things. We're going to go out there and get it. If I said, hey, I got, $50 on the floor, you're not going to procrastinate. You're not going to say, well, let me wait till next week to pick it up. You're going to go and pick it up right now. The only reason why people don't pick it up is because they really don't think that it's there, or they don't have faith in themselves that they can do whatever it is that they want to do, and that comes from low self-confidence, low belief. And, when I really kind of look at it and break it down, a lot of times it's really just about the story that we've chosen to believe, and it's crazy because that story is a story that was created probably when we're somewhere in the ages of like 2, 3, 4, maybe all the way up to 10. I look at a lot of women, and a lot of women, I see some of the most beautiful women, and when you really talk to them a little bit, you find out that they have really, really low self-esteem because of the fact that maybe, and they probably don't even realize this. And once I kind of talk to them and get it out of them, it's some little kid, little Johnny, when they were 6 years old on the playground said, hey, Jackie, you're ugly, or made some comment to them about how they're ugly. And, that was when they were 6 years old. That's a little kid that was on the playground that probably liked them, to be honest with you. But he just said what little kids say. And then now that negative seed is planted inside them, and now they believe that they're actually ugly. So no matter how pretty they are, no matter how many people tell them that they look good, it always sticks with them that they're ugly because little Johnny at age 6 years old told them that they were ugly. Right now, I'm conducting a speakers group. And many of the people that are in the group, the reason why that they joined this group is to gain more confidence in speaking. And many of them, the reason why they don't have a lot of confidence in speaking is because something happened to them when they were young. Like maybe they were goofing off in the back of the classroom and the teacher called them up to the front of the class to present something or to do a report. Maybe, they had to do a Christmas play or, whatever stuff that our parents probably made us do when we were younger, and they went up on stage and they forgot their lines. And then now, for whatever reason, they have this low self-esteem, this low confidence that they can get up on stage and perform well, or so now they're afraid to talk in front of groups, So, and that prevents them from living the life that they want to live. I talked to someone that I mentored maybe last week, and he was telling me how he was scared to fly. He had never flown. He actually flew over the holidays. And he told me that he was always afraid to fly, not because of anything that happened to him, just because of stories that he would hear his mother and other people in his family that never flew before had about flying, right? And they would just always say all these negative things about flying. So now he's afraid to fly. So now he had very low confidence that he would be safe in a plane, right? So I truly believe that low self-confidence, low self-esteem is really the root of all unhappiness, because really once you have that belief that you'll be successful or that you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to doing, then the sky's the limit. And then you won't limit yourself, and then you refuse to be unhappy. You make up your mind that you're going to go after whatever it is that you want to do, because that's what life's about. Right? We have such a short period of time here. If you really look at it on the bigger scale, right? 6, 70, 80, 90 years, however much time we have here. And it doesn't make sense that we live a life where we're not doing whatever it is that we want to do, And I would, really encourage anybody that has this low self-esteem or low self-confidence in whatever area is just to really make up your mind that you're going to step outside of your comfort zone. You're going to do things that make you a little bit uncomfortable until you knock away this low self-confidence, so you're able to build up your confidence. For a long time, I had the same thing with speaking. I wouldn't do what I'm doing now, but it just got to the point where it got so uncomfortable for me to be afraid to speak that I just made up my mind that, look, you know what? I'm just going to continue to work at it because I know that this is something that I was called to do. And I made up my mind that I was going to do it, and I was going to work hard at it, and I was going to get good at it, regardless of wherever I was at that particular point in time. So I believe anybody can do it. Once you make up your mind that this is what you're going to do, and you're going to fight through it, and you're going to fight all the way to the end, then you know that it's meant for you, that you will go ahead and do it. All right. So remember this. Low self-confidence is the root of all unhappiness. Or let's say 99% of unhappiness comes from low self. And I was just about to end it, but let me even say this, right? Even we have people that criticize people all the time. Anybody to me that criticizes people all the time, low self-confidence, right? Because if you really and truly know that you are great, then you know that God didn't make you any better than anybody else. So everybody around you is great too. So there's no need for you to criticize and put down other people. So when I see people that are there that are constantly putting down and criticizing other people and trying to bring unhappiness into people's lives, it's just low self-confidence. It's low self-confidence. That's what it is. All right. Well, that's it. That's all I have for you this week. Hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you next week.